Okay, let's do some letters, shall we? Letters, letters, letters. Kind of a solemn day for letters, right? Yeah, we were talking about giving some love to the trolls, that as individual human beings, maybe they just have a tough time of it and maybe they need some love. Carol says, don't give the trolls love. They most likely will hate you more. They'll take your kindness for weakness, and then they will find a way to really hurt you. Ooh. Richard says, I am a lonely old man, and I make fun of many of the other guys like Jordan and the rest of them who are all getting laid while I'm not. Jordan. Camp Goer 1 says, I believe that trolls were shunned by their mothers as a child. And as children, they sought out attention, any attention, be it good or bad. And as adults, they're seeking attention, definitely bad attention, as they do not know how to seek out good attention. Trip and Tracy better be very careful. Tracy was looking. She's a nomad who was saying that she was going to go camping with one of the trolls she met, I think here on the Camo Dave channel. So yeah, just be careful, Tracy. Kathy says she was on Wonderama. She hasn't thought about that in many years. Yeah, we were talking about a song called Kids Are People Too that Bob McAllister did on a show called Wonderama back in the 70s on Channel 5 in New York City. And you know, kids are people too. And they had a whole bunch of kids marching around singing that. And we should fill the stadium with, or the bleachers there in the studio with Trolls Are People Too, and have all the trolls. Trolls are people. They are. Trolls are people too. They are. Brian Heffernan says that I bought a new pair of boots right before he came down. Then we went up to Northern Virginia, and I said I got another pair of boots. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of boots. I like boots. I just wanted some boots that are kind of, you know, not high-rise boots that look good with shorts, you know. And these were only like 20-some bucks, so I made an impulse purchase. Yes, I now have 2 pairs of boots. No, I think I have about 5 or 6 pair. Benny Simpson wants to know what I studied in college. Booze and, you know, what all college guys do. No, I studied communication arts is what I majored in, with a minor in political science at wonderful James Madison University in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia. I'll have to say, though, I learned more about communications and media stuff. In a couple of years, I worked at a local newspaper in Northern Virginia than I did at college, sadly to say. I really do think you learn more from just working and doing than you do from studying and doing. Now that is for liberal arts. Now if you go into a technical school, that's something completely different. But if it's just liberal arts stuff, just jump in. If you want to work at a newspaper, I would say just go volunteer at a newspaper or a news organization and see if you like it, and you'll get much better training there than you could get from any college. There is something oddly compelling about the biggest troll on YouTube talking about other people being trolls. So I am the biggest YouTube troll, huh? Me? I'm a critic. I don't troll anybody. You know my name. I actually, you know my real name. You know, I don't hide behind an avatar. You see what I really look like. You know, how can I be a troll? I criticize, yes. It's, we have what's called freedom of speech in this country, at least for the next year or two. I don't know. And I just take a little bit of advantage of that. And a lot of what I say is actually positive, and funny. RS says that HVAC troll sounds like a great person. I did talk about a certain troll that I do talk to on a regular basis, who has a jobby poo and a family and a wife, and a very upstanding member of society. And he goes to the gym and he works out, and he, is a real nice dad to his kid, and yet he likes getting on YouTube and being a nasty troll. Anyway, yeah, so RS thinks that that troll sounds like a great person, and I think RS is right. Larry says he is starting a 6-step program for recovering trolls, kind of like a half-assed 12-step program. Pamela says I should practice my yodeling. Yeah, we got the yodeling pickle. Yeah, I was going to make a joke about that, but I better not. Open Land Sydney says trolls and critics are maybe the same on YouTube. No, a troll is somebody you don't know who they are. They hide behind a fake or an anonymous identity. You know where I have a mailing address. I have a phone number. You know who I am. I'm totally easy to reach. I am definitely not a troll. Definitely not a troll. Don't even need to think about that. Yeah. We were talking about so many nomads that use the term solo female nomad in their titles these days. Is that going to really attract more viewers? Anna says the solo female is such a draw because other women want to see a woman on her own on the road making it work. As a single female, it's boring for me to watch couples. I always look for the solo female tag. And again, you know, if you're thinking about maybe someday being a solo female nomad or a woman that wants to go out on her own on the road, you want to watch channels that would appeal to you, apply to you, and that certainly does make sense about why so many solo female nomads use the term solo female nomad in their clickbaity titles. The police are after somebody. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was talking about how I went to the Dachshundiers once and there was a power outage. I'll take my Jackery. I don't have a Jackery, but I do have a Rock Pals and a Max Oak. The Max Oak Blue Eddy has like 500 watts. I should take that just in case Dachshundier has another power failure. That's right. I'm going to be at the Dachshundiers May the 6th through the 7th, or 6th, 7th, 8th, maybe the 9th. Of May. I don't know how long. It'll be through the weekend, next weekend, and we will be doing some live streams there and having some fun. So join us, shall you? Mega Van Venture says you aren't a bully, Dave. People need to lighten up. So many uptight people these days. Yeah, too many uptight people. Isn't that like a 70s? Don't be so uptight. You're too uptight. JM says bullying is not roasting. Cut the crap with the roasting BS. Yeah, what is roasting? But Dean Martin used to have those roasts, you know, where they'd have a person, a celebrity or a guest of honor, and then people would come up and make really sarcastic jokes about them, and that was roasting them. I'm not really sitting there making sarcastic jokes about people. It's a critical channel. And some of the critical stuff is, negative and some is positive, but we try to keep it all above board. I was talking about Starlink. That's the Elon Musk satellite internet service that's cranking up these days. It's in beta test right now. It's going to have like 1,400 satellites in low Earth orbit, and it's supposed to give you a pretty good reception for a satellite internet service so that you can use it wherever you are as long as you have view of the sky. So that would be great for nomads who are out and about in the middle of nowhere. And Cutlass Rudd says Starlink is expensive. It'll have to come down in price. You need a dish. Yeah, it's $500 up front. $500 up front. Right. You have to pay for the hardware right up front, and then it's probably going to be upwards of $100 a month. Again, if you got a whole lot of people signing up for it and overloading it, it's probably going to be just as fast as dial-up, you know? Tiny Girl says, Trippin' Tracy is a smart lady. If she thinks her troll is okay, then they probably are. Good luck, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy said she's going to be meeting up with one of her trolls when she goes out camping there in the Pigeon Forge area pretty soon. I would just say, bottom line is, if you're going to meet your troll, meet them at a public campground where there are other people around, okay? Don't go somewhere totally secluded, like some boondocking spot way up in the mountains where there is nobody else there. Meet them in a public campground somewhere where there are other people around, and then, do things in public with them. Go to Pigeon Forge, go on all the rides, whatever, go to a restaurant, but don't go anywhere where, you can't, like, say, hey, I need some help here. Somebody else can hear you. You need to be that needs to be available just in case. Grumpy Old Man says, why would a woman traveling solo meet up with a troll? Or does she not understand what a troll is? Again, some of these trolls are pretty upstanding people. Some are HVAC repair people. Some are cops, former cops. Some are executives. You never know, I don't know. She says she's been talking to this troll, I guess online or in emails or maybe on the phone, and I don't know. Just I hope she has good judgment. That's all. That's all. We're all hoping that Tracy has some good judgment. KC8EV says, I've noticed that many of these YouTube nomads are happy as long as the filthy lucre keeps coming to them. All right. A very contemplative day here in beautiful Morganton, North Carolina. And yeah, this is a neat place. I really enjoy coming over here and just kind of enjoying the solitude, enjoy the silence, as Depeche Mode once said. All right, folks, that ought to do it. You have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, the 2nd of Shimei. Lagan.